Hello friends, welcome to today's trivia. We're going to be playing a game where we name out the groups of animals. So let's get started. Our first group of animals are groups of rats. What do you call a group of rats? What are they called? A group of rats is called a horde. A horde. What do you call a group of sharks? What do you call a group of sharks? They're called a school. A school. What do you call a group of sheeps? What do you call a group of sheep? A group of sheep is called a drift or a drove. What do you call a group of snakes? What is it called? It's called a bed or a nest. All right. What do you call a group of whales? What do you call a group of whales? They're called a gam or a school or a pod. All right. What do you call a group of swans? What would we call a group of swans? So they're called a bevy or game, one or the other. What do you call a group of wolves? What is it called when we see a group of wolves? They're called a pack, right? A pack of wolves. What do we call a group of zebras? What do we call groups of zebras? They're called a herd or a crossing. What do you call a group of crows? What do we call a group of crows? They're called murder. I suspect that's probably why they were considered bad luck. What do you call a group of apes? What is a group of apes called? A group of apes is called a shrewdness. I didn't know that. What do we call a group of badgers? What is a group of badgers called? They're called a crete. What do we call a group of bats? What is a group of bats called? They are called a colony. That is correct. All right. What do we call a group of beavers? What is the word we use when we talk about a group of beavers? They are called a colony as well. It's called a colony. What do we call a group of bison? How do we refer to groups of bison? What are they called? A group of bison are called a gang, a herd, or obstinacy. There we go. What do we call a group of cats? What do we call a group of cats? So they're called a clutter, a clouder, a litter, or a kindle. All right, that's all for today's Guess That Group of Animals. We'll see you next time.